Hello, traders. Thank you for joining the webinar yesterday today. Uh, After the webinar, one of our supply and demand customer called us and then asked one specific question. Um, the market like today, when the market like today trending in one direction, just either all the way down or like just going up or trending down or trending up, how would we create a strategy in a trading bot to trade this particular kind of trending day? I did help him a little bit explaining the settings and then help him too. And then I think it's a great way to show the customers as well how can we set up a create a new strategy just for this kind of days. Every strategy is meant for particular situation. If it is a sideways market, you need to be scalping than looking for the big runs. But the days like this, it's a great to take a bigger risk and then look for a little better return. When I say bigger risk, I'm going to show you in terms of a couple of things. Let's start with looking at the risks. What do you, if I can look at those data? Let's. Trading bot takes a signal every single zone. Every time you see a triangle either up or down, those are new zone creation from the supply and demand. Trading bot can take these new zone creation as a signal and then try to apply the filters. Like we discussed, like we explained in the webinar, there are three components: trade signals, consider all the trade signals, and then apply the filter. We have a lot of ways to filter out the signals. Let's start with one of the most important ones are like how far I am right now after the signal from the zone. If you look at right here, I think let me if I pull it back here, you can see the difference. If you look at the numbers here, if the signal will be right here on this bar, if I'm here 373977, supply and demand recommendation stop is right here. That means almost 77282. It's almost what 5 times 4 28 ticks. You have filter just to tell you in terms of if my current price after the signal is check the how much risk is required. If the signal requires more than let's say 20 ticks or 30 ticks, I don't want to trade because if the market reverse, I'm going to lose huge. That's why we have the particular setting filter is most important filter, supply and demand filter. If since I have 24 here, if my current price is the difference between current price and then the zone stop loss, adjusted stop loss is less than 24 or 24, you can play bot can place a trade. That's what this setting mean. But the problem is on the trending day like this, the market tend to you can see the huge bars down. You can see huge bars down. Most of the time, most of the very good signals is required to you to take more risk. That means either you can ignore those signals by applying those filter or take those signals and trade it. But there is one more cool feature that we have. Even though you remove this filter, telling the bot ignore the stop loss side filter, just check for target. At least if I have 8 ticks potential profit filter, just go with the trade. That means I'm exposed to if the market returns, since I'm not filtering it out on on the stop loss side, I could lose any number of ticks. That's why we have this setting here. Close the trade on out of flow zone trend change. I think let's enable that one. Let's don't filter it out. That means I'm going to take every single trade. I'm going to filter by target. Most important, very much important that we need to stay in the trend. Since we are talking about the trending day, either trending down or trending up, you need to make sure which direction the market is trending. Only trade in those direction. How can I make sure? That's why we have two filters. Why we have two filters on the trend? When you are entering the market, Not only you need to look for the longer time frame trend, also look for shorter time frame trend. Sometimes that will be disconnect. You don't want to trade those signals at all. We need to see when the market is long term down, even the current trend is also should be down. Then only you should enter. That's why we have two different time frames. In this case, I'm checking against a 2 minute. I'm checking against 5 minutes. In this case, I'm going to make it like one and then six. That means I want to make sure if I get a short signal, the trend on the 1 minute should say on the red candles. Also, in the 6 minute candle, also I should see the short trend. This is a this is a must if you are trading on the trending day. Other filters, I'm going to relax since I have the close trade and out of flow zone trend change. All right, let's enable. I can show you why. Okay, so it's good, but I think we can still improve a little bit. As we can see, it took those signals, but the trending day goes further along. Why should I place a target? Since I entered the trade, it came into the target and then trade closed. On a trending day, the market goes even further, or even when the trend starts, it's keep on going. So I don't want to exit the trade until the trend reversal. So I'm going to go back to the strategy. I'm going to tell the bot. Okay, let's disable the bot again. I'm going to tell the bot I don't want a fixed or separate demand based target. I'm going to make it run. Don't set the target, let it run. Okay, don't set the target, let it run. As long as the out of row zone trend change. Once the trend is changed, exit immediately. Okay, that's let's see how that changes everything. Again, guys, this is only for the trending days. Do not apply the same settings for normal days. I think you can save it as a template right here. Save it as a template when you see. All right, look at that. This is a perfect example. When you enter the trade, you have the stop loss. This is the stop loss here. Stay in the trade. Since it's short, stay in the trade until you see red candles or yellow candles. Stay in the trade. Stay in the trade. Stay in the trade. Yellow, still okay. Stay in the trade. Moment you see the trend change in trend, out of flow zones is such a powerful indicator. A lot of customers use it for the trade management, also as a trade entry. But in this case, we are using as a trade management. We are not going to have any target. Our exit strategy is moment the trend changed, we're exiting. Okay. Here's another example. We entered a short. Okay. If we had since same way since we instructed bot, do not exit until the trend is changed. Look what happened. Since here yellow and red, 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 here it started to change. See, it started to change. Yellow again, yellow, boom. There's a blue candle right there. Trend is little bit changing. Bot exited right here. As soon as the blue candle is closed after confirmation, bot exited. This is a perfect way to run on a trending day. Again, to recap, what did we do? First one, we made sure we are going to trade in the direction of the market trending. Check the shorter trend and the longer trend. Don't I think if you want you can put it 15 minutes. I think you can play around, always backtest it. When you backtest this strategy, please backtest only on the days on the trending up or trending down days. This is not going to work on the other choppy days. Okay, first strategies, we need to make sure we're trading on the with the trend. Okay, if you don't have this filter, what's going to happen? You go sometimes the market goes down, it won't go in a straight line. You'll see the pullbacks and then trend continues. Pullback, trend continues. If you enter the trade on the pullback on opposite direction trade, what will happen? You're going to get stopped out. The way to avoid is to find the trend, place the trend only on the direction of the trend. All right. This is a first important setting. And then second one, we want to make sure there's a room for a target, but we are going to ignore this on a trending day. On a typical normal days, we strongly recommend always use a stop loss filter. Define the stop loss 24, 30, 20, doesn't matter. Always use it. On trending day, if you check this on, you're going to miss a lot of signals because the trending days, every candle is moving faster. You're not going to have any signal with less than the number looking for. I'm removing it here because we have another backup plan here. Even though I'm ignoring the stop loss here, my exit is either it's on the up or down. This is what is going to save me. And one more thing, I'm not going to use supply and demand fixed targets. Even though supply and demand is also fixed, because when I say supply and demand, it's going to place a target right below the nearest zone. So in this case, I don't want to place any target. Let the trade run as long as the trend is reversed. So one, two, three, four, five. These five settings are very much important if you're running in a trending day. Okay, let's me run it one more time. I'll show you the good and bad trades. Trades worked, trade that didn't work. Let's look at both. All right, this one worked. All right, I think this one worked. Let's look at the one that didn't work. All right, right here. Since I had the trend of like what is the trade here? Okay, even though it's a short trend, we took the short here, but unfortunately there is a little bit of pullback. We got caught. This one didn't work, but we're not. It's not going to be 100%. I think that's a but as long as we caught some very good trades in with the run, that's what matters. I think you should save that as a template and then use it as your. I think you don't expect this every day. I think once if you're on trending day, if you want to relax your settings to maximize it, also you expect the drawdown to be a little bit higher on the side. I think if we have the lesser limit the drawdown, I think based on the first few trades, it's going to decide. But in this case, it is a good day if you have the setting in the bot today. They will, even though generally I don't want to show the backtesting because most of the customers, oh, you showed the backtesting, but I'm not getting the result when I run today. I'm showing you how to create a strategy on your own with the filters and managing everything. Create it, backtest it, set it as a template, and then also make sure this template is for what day. Okay, that's very much important. Hope this video helped. Again, the message is we have all three components in the trading board. Trade entry strategies. We have three ways to enter the trades. One is like every time new zones or a bounce. In this case, the example I showed you, I didn't tell you. Maybe I should have covered it. I chose every signal, every zone creation. Okay, every zone creation. I wanted to consider the trade and then evaluate the filters. Um, we have again, we have three trade strategies to enter, and then seven powerful. Now it's eight powerful filters to pick and choose which one to ignore, which one to place a trade, and then the robust trade management to manage a trade in automated fashion. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach us at info@buysideglobal.com. See you in the next video. Thank you.